blanket.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing like a good old hemorrhoid blanket to keep your butt comfy.
So glad I cut that in film. Alright, so...
Just three guys.
Three guys
talking about hemorrhoids.
It's just 4 dudes.
Well, it is kind of like one of the most surreal experiences for me, probably, because this is like, I found out about this Live Nude People through a blog, like way back when I was in high school. And so I was just like, if I ever go to UC Irvine, like I want to be on Live Nude People. And then, you know, the next thing I know, I go to community college for years. And just like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to transfer. I do, I get accepted here. I come here and I get on Live Nude People and become a captain. So it was like some random goal that I set for myself way back in the day, and it happened. So it's been really cool.
Secret.
It was the secret, basically. Thank you, Oprah, for getting me on this team.
It's been an amazing experience for me. It's been one that I didn't expect when I came here. I came here a transfer student. I saw my first Live Nude show and had Greg Fox suggested I should come to the audition for the next quarter all within like a week. It happened at the end of fall quarter, and I saw QIR fall quarter and was just blown away by this like institution of UCI. It was like going to like what I imagine like a Roman gladiatorial contest would be in the Coliseum. It was everyone. It was the Smith Hall just filled with people cheering. There was this like group identity. Everyone was just excited to be there, and it just felt like it promoted such a sense of like unity in the school. I just thought this is amazing, and I got on the team, which was awesome. I had like dinked around with friends in high school, like making funny movies and stuff, but I had never really had any improv experience, and so I think first and foremost, it's been like a family. It's been a group of really close friends. It's been a chance to get better at something. I mean, improv is just, it's one of those things where you realize it can be just a lifetime of getting better. And then third, I mean, through the shows, through how supportive, I mean, the student body is, and through the chance to do quarter review every quarter, it just feels like such an amazing like honor to be part of the culture of the Claire Trevor School of the Arts, and to put on that show that people really enjoy and are looking forward to. You know, it's awesome.
Live Nudes has been a good experience. I entered in having done improv very little, and right away I was a transfer here, and when I moved in, it was kind of the way I met everybody that I met in this department. It's kind of been my most active, if I've had any activity in the department, and it's just opened up a lot of different doors, ideas that I might want to pursue with in the comedy realm that I never really thought about too much prior to coming here. And so Nudes has been great. It's changed so much in its own ways, just simply by the way the teams are, and that's always an exciting thing, just to see the different personalities every quarter. And I'm happy to have been a part of it.
It's cool. I mean, I think as I'm sort of a novice to it, and so I see it as something that I try to like play against sometimes, like being like typecasting yourself. But it's also interesting to note with me and the other people how there are certain characters that just feel good on you that you end up going back to. You know, like I think that's I think some part of me likes to go to like really weird, like I don't know even how to describe it, like little kids, like little dainty kids who talk like this or something, I don't know. Or I certainly like the old grizzled old man who's really wise and world weary and inexplicably knows a lot about a lot, you know. But I don't know. It's interesting. I've been elected, sort of an honor, as the team impersonator of the clown star of Jacob Dredge, so that's sort of an honor that I take very seriously until I pass it to the next person.
Favorite characters? I know for QIR, I love getting to play Seppi Moafi, the grad student. That one's always really fun. I like to play characters that are kind of like just have a really big, crazy personality, but maybe not. I hope I'm not like Crazy Town completely overboard, but definitely that like
Most of the time, no.
most of the time, you know, like the little kid who's had way too much sugar, or like the old person who's like on the brink of death. Like those types of things are fun.
My favorite characters have anything to do with very stupid, bossy people with a high level of energy. Like, at least my favorite characters that play a cop or a detective who's had a bottle of whiskey and a cigarette, and it's been a rough night, but he's got to get a job done.
I do have to say one of the best characters that Dustin has shown me on and off the stage is the tired old softball player who dreams of the glory days that he never had, and from the Midwest, and he's just like bitching about all these high school kids playing on the field, and he never really had a career, but he likes to imagine his glorious
It's the
career.
old with a slight belly.
Yeah, belly popping out the bottom of his
50s character who's cooking hot dogs and talking about the good old days of the high school baseball dreams. Yeah, that's another good one.
My favorite, probably my favorite moment ever. Well, my two. Fall quarter, I wasn't on the team, but I went and saw like all the shows, and there was a game of answering machine where they interviewed this girl who's like, yeah, I'm basically homeless. Like, I've just been like couch hopping, and I don't really have a place to live right now. And so as we go down the line, and you know, like people were coming out, you know, doing different things, and Jenna just comes out and goes, yeah, hey, I'm a real homeless person, and it was just so bitchy and so real. It was like one of those moments where the audience just like laughed for like probably 2 minutes.
Great.
And my other favorite one was there was a game of awkward moment where people aren't allowed to talk on stage, and it just is like an awkward moment. And once someone says something, the game is over, and it was you.
That was one of my.
And
That was
Noah
what I was gonna say.
Hernandez. It was like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And it was, I think that was the first show I ever hosted, and Chuck E. Cheese was a suggestion, and it was just like, he was playing some game,
Yeah.
you were getting ready for the day of big, you know, Chuck E. Cheese.
Donning the mouse suit. Yeah.
And you went out there, and he got like so excited, he got an erection, and was like trying to cover it,
Yeah. That
and
was
you just got on your knees, took the mask off, and said, son, and I couldn't handle it. I didn't even know what to say. I just had to move on.
That was great.
So good.
Mine was, there's a couple, I guess, but Craig Fox used to do an impression of Ross Whitney, and he had this character that he made that was totally unlike the human being, but he just took him to such a level, and it developed over 3 quarters of QIR, and I died laughing every time. Another one was with Jeff. That scene was brilliant, that awkward moment one. But another one where he had said a joke and he brought it back, and then later on it was train farts. It was just a line
It's just so
that came
stupid.
out so spontaneous in a later scene, and it just brought down the house because it was so authentic in that moment. There was no plan of it. It just was perfect, and that was unbelievable.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, that's hard to think. I mean, as far as the QIRs go, I think I feel so proud of those. And every quarter, the opener is just such a really cool vibe, and it's like the beginning of a rock concert or something, and everyone's really excited. And as far as sketches, I mean, I'll have to think about that one more. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I can think of I have like this image of like people's bodies at work, you know, like Chaz's style or Aaron's style or Eric's style, you know. Everyone has just so many examples of like what they do so good, so well. Maybe we could edit in a really more, you know, insightful answer into the